Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Let me ask you a question. You want the ugly truth or a beautiful lie? Let me give you the ugly truth. I don't feel sorry for Young Thug at all. You know why? Because he threw rocks at the penitentiary, and he didn't think that the warden of the jail was gonna open up that door when she went knocking at the door.
I'm just going to click random stuff and something I'm sure is going to come to me because that's, what I love about this kid.
Let me break this down for you. Young Thug had the money and the power and the respect of a king. Young Thug was rich with an army. He's a king, he's a ruler, he's a general. That's why he's being charged with RICO, because he made the decisions. He was the shot caller. He was in a position of power. He took his legal money and turned it into a dirty empire. Legal money. He made legal money illegal. Right. In this case that he has, once his co-defendants said to the courts that this YSL is in fact corrupted, it's a gang, it opened up the door for the government to take his legal money because of the illegal activities, which means his masters, well, it opened up the door for the government to take his masters and all of his finances, houses. Young Thug, here's the ugly truth. He traded in that beautiful mansion. Beautiful mansion. Things that most people gotta die to go to heaven to get. He had it on earth. He traded that in for a jail cell, where he gets to lay right down next to his toilet and smell feces while he sleep. Young Thug had the party. He had the army. Money, power, respect, the key to life. To move his soldiers in the right direction. He was the leader of the ship who misled his army. So now, when it's time to stand the rain, can you stand the rain? That new edition? Huh? BBD? No pressure. He was supposed to lead them like Moses, lead the people to the promised land legally. If it's smoke, then it's smoke. We understand if we had to defend ourselves. No, that's not what the case was. He wanted to be the Atlanta version of Pistol Pete. So now the court system is treating him like Pistol Pete. What part did y'all did not get about Pistol Pete?
Talk to him,
He was a young boy that made grown man decisions that he regret to this day. He was a young boy when he made these decisions, and he made this mistake. At the age of 21, 22 years old, it was over for Pistol Pete. Young thug, young, black, rich, 31 years old, grown man, rich man, made a decision where he traded in his legal money for illegal gains. He could have had a legal army.
So I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I made $49,000 in the last 30 days copying and pasting. Luckily, you don't have to be smart for it.
Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Izzy one putting
Where
on.
he sat at the round table
Assholes, hundreds, 50s.
with the
Got
suits and ties, with the bankers in the elite, and led our people to the promised land. Instead, he led his people, his crew, to the penitentiary. And when those young boys, and some of them old as well, realized that this can't be life. We followed this dude that we looked up to with all these wealth and these riches, and this is where he led us to, the penitentiary. They folded. Because the truth of the matter is, nobody thinks about getting caught until they get caught. And then they can't, well, the pressure busts the pipes. And they start to realize that this life that they thought they was living, that it was all good just a week ago. Now when it's time to stand up and remain silent in front of that judge, nah.
Trick.
Young Thug gonna be in the belly of the beast by himself, getting ready to get devoured by the beast called the penitentiary. If he blow to any charge in this case, he is facing 20 years. If he blow to the top charges, he's done for the rest of his life. Was it worth it? To trade in mansions, cars, beautiful women, or men, because he wore dress and nail polish and makeup and stuff like that, cross-dresser, whatever, or men. You traded that life in for a CO yelling down a tear on the child. Ayo, CO. What inmate? Young Thug? Or inmate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because in jail you're just a number. Ayo, can I have some tissue? Not right now, inmate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Locked back in your cell. Ayo, CO. Can I go to commissary? I missed out on commissary. I overslept. No, that's your problem. Hey, yo, CO, can I use the phone? Can I go to the yard? He lived the life of a king. He traded in a mansion for the penitentiary. His crew, he led them to the slaughterhouse. When you're in a leadership position, you make decisions for you as well as your team. Every man must make it home. Dudes was out in the street taking penitentiary chances for nothing. For nothing, for absolutely nothing. It is what it is. This is my take. Most people, when they right mind, once you make it, life is supposed to be smooth sailing. The problem is you get in the position of power, and now y'all still want to prove to the streets that you're tough.
Backwards. Talk to him,
You
Hassan.
get rich. At 31 years old, you still want to prove to the streets that you're tough. Let me break something down to you, right? Once you hit 25, 26 years old, if you was getting busy in the street, You already solidified. People already know you're not nothing to play with. At 30 years old, you shouldn't even have to bust your gun. Not when you're rich. In the hood, we understand things happen, but when you're rich and you living in mansions, you play on a level of life where you at. And you surround yourself with people on that level so you can continue to be successful. Remember, we got crabs in the barrel. The problem is, the crab that got out the barrel wanted to get back in the barrel. And instead of pulling all of the rest of the crabs out, he sank the whole ship and put the whole barrel in the penitentiary. Well, it is what it is, man. I hope you got something up out of this, man. Life ain't about keeping it gangster. It's about passing something down to the next generation. Young Thug, before he went to jail, he had a whole family that relied on him and the empire that he built. He didn't think about the consequences to his acts. Now the lifestyle that everybody accumulated off of his back is over. He ain't doing no concerts in the day room or the yard of the penitentiary. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. We out.